Hey, hey, we mow everywhere we go. Even a rainy day, I get the chance to run. I'm still out there running. Make the most of that opportunity. Had a really interesting interaction with a patient today. The patient was telling me about their spouse who has been frustrated in their job, really just being down about it, feels like the job is just a grind, overwhelmed, just constantly fatigued mentally and physically because of that attitude towards their job. And so we talked about that and about how some things that you can do to try and get through that situation. And I shared about 4 years ago with my practice in pain management, I had just gotten to the point where I just felt drained, felt overwhelmed. And I was almost to the point of saying, I need to change up and do something a little different. And one day on a run just like this, on this exact trail, I had a revelation come to me that changed the way I saw things, that completely changed my mindset. And here's what I believe. Whatever job you're in, whatever situation you're in, the way you view that, your mindset in viewing that makes all the difference. See, you can't control certain aspects about what happens to you. But one thing you can control is your mind. You can control your mindset, the way you view that, the way you see it in your mind. And that controls your attitude. Those are things you can control. So what happened to me was I was so overwhelmed with pain management and with the demands of patients and their constant demanding more and more, and it was just fatiguing. And then one day on the trail, God made it clear to me that, hey, it's all in the way you view that individual. And he brought a verse to my head, Ephesians 2:10, that says, we are masterpieces. We are God's handiwork. And oftentimes we want to read that verse and say, oh, I'm a masterpiece, right? But the truth of it is, we're all masterpieces created by God. So I completely changed my mindset. Instead of going in every day saying, oh man, these people are going to wear me out, I changed it up. I went in every day and still do every day, saying every patient that I see is a masterpiece. God created them and they're a masterpiece in God's eyes. And I'm going to treat them like a beautiful work of art, precious beyond value. And that's how I changed my mindset. So really it comes down when you're in a situation where you're just run down, overwhelmed, and it just doesn't seem to be an escape. You got really one or two options. Change your mindset, change the way that you see it, try to see it more clearly, the way you perceive it, try to see it through God's eyes, or change what you're doing. Maybe it's just a way of telling you you're in the wrong place, you're in the wrong position. But mindset is incredibly important. Romans 12:2 says, don't be conformed by the patterns of the world. Don't let what everybody else thinks dictate the way you think. Be transformed. Change your perspective. Change the way you think. Change your mindset. create a higher mindset, a mindset of higher performance, of mastery. That's what it's all about. So I challenge you, if you feel that way, if you're in that scenario and just feel run down, overwhelmed, struggling, look at it a different way. Find a different perspective to see it in. Change your mindset. It will change everything about the situation. And it is the one thing that you can control: your mind, your attitude, your perception. Take this opportunity to be transformed in your mind. And we mow everywhere we go, even in the rain. Let's go.